Hello, everybody. Give it just a 4 or 5 seconds here to make sure we have a few people on. I should have bumper music for this. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, da-da-da-da. It's the Tonight Show. That's all I really remember. I'll let you guys get a few seconds to go on before we start. Oh, we're down to just a few here. All right. Okay, we got a few people on. Let's get going. Tonight is the very first episode of Brews Blades, brought to you by me, obviously, Slicey Dicey, and WIHA Tools is our sponsor. And gonna give a little plug to another show that I do. We'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, this show is just kind of giving a little explanation of what it's like. I know a lot of you guys are going to be watching this not live. Woohoo! Yes, you're the first one here to comment. So thank you very much, ZT1119. I'm just going to drink a beer and talk about knives a little bit. I do have some stuff that I want to get through initially. So the first 15-20 minutes is going to be not scripted, but I do have some things I want to get to. And then we're just going to hang out. You can ask about stuff you've seen, stuff you want to see. I've got all my collections sitting around so I can drag some stuff out. We're just going to have a good time. All right? So that's basically the explanation for the show. It's going to be bi-weekly, meaning the next one is February 25th at 8 o'clock. So plan for that. We do have a sponsor. WIHA Tools gave us some really cool stuff to give away. It's not here yet, so I'm not sure exactly what you're going to be winning, but you will be winning a little tool package from WIHA Tools. I'll tell you how to win that shortly. And also, I'm going to plug, I don't usually plug my own stuff, but this is something I think you guys would like. You guys seemed, the most common comment I get is that you guys somehow managed to find me engaging, which I don't think a lot of people do. But anywho, if you like me, you think I'm funny, watch Comedy at the Carlson Cast. It is a video podcast that I do with my best friend Vinny. It's mostly a live Facebook show. We are also doing pretty well on iTunes and the podcasting audio version if you don't want to look at our stupid faces. I put a link down below where to find all of our connections. We're trying to get the YouTube thing going a lot. We have some amazing guests. It's a comedy podcast. We interview the most amazing comedians in the country. We work out of the Carlson, Comedy at the Carlson, which is here in Rochester, New York, and our guest list is ridiculous. I mean, we've had Gilbert Gottfried, Colin Quinn, Nikki Glazer, Kevin Pollak. We just had Paul Rodriguez on Friday. We have huge legends of comedy. So if you like comedy and you like me, watch it. And the guy who's the main host, Vinny Paulino, is a much better broadcaster than me. I think you'll really enjoy watching him. We really get into stuff. It's not just a laugh a minute kind of interviews. We actually talk about some serious things with these guys. We've had some really great stories told to us on air. It's a fantastic show. I really do like it. I believe in it. So, gonna pimp it. Check that out. But this is Brews and Blades, not Plugs and Blades. So let's get to tonight's beer. Tonight, while I'm talking to you, I will be drinking a Tropical Kind by Three Heads Brewing. These are local Rochester brewers, but you can get them in a lot of places now, all over the Northeast for sure. I think they're pretty much nationwide. Amazing stuff. I have not drank this yet. It is ale brewed with mango and passion fruit. I've had the regular kind, which is their regular IPA, and it is freaking great. This is that same beer with mango and passion fruit in it, and I didn't notice this till I bought it. 8.7% alcohol. So this may be an interesting show. And to open it, I'm going to use a Kershaw Shuffle, which it's a great bottle opener. Terrible knife, but that's a whole other subject. So, all right. Got my beer. Take a swig, and we'll get on with the show. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty tasty. Not overpowering. It just tastes a bit citrusy aftertaste. So if you like IPAs, and it tastes kind of like a Saison, you guys should try that out. So on with the giveaway. That's the thing you guys most want to know about. So here's what it is. Once we get through the stuff I want to get through, I'm going to ask you all a trivia question. You have 24 hours to respond in the comments. Don't respond until after the show is over, because that's the easiest way to search through the comments. If you respond live, A, you give away the answer. B, I can't find it back again once we're done. So wait till we're done. Respond in the comments. Whoever, I'm just going to pick from a random person from whoever gets a correct answer. And then you will win a gift package from WIHA. Again, I don't know what it is. I know it's a Torx tool set, but we talked about a few different ones. And I'm not sure which one they're going to get. But you're going to get a WIHA Torx tool set. So, you suck at trivia. Though here's the thing, though. The trivia question is something that was in one of my recent videos. So all you got to do is go back and watch a recent video, and you can find the answer. I'm not going to ask you about... It's knife related, dude. I'm not going to ask you about, like, you know, something about the Napoleon or whatever like that. But, yeah, no, I'm very happy WIHA did this, and it worked out great. WIHA actually came to me on Instagram, offered to send me some stuff to review, and I said, hey, I have this cool thing I'm doing that I would like to have a sponsor for. Are you interested? And they said absolutely. So they jumped right on it. WIHA Tools USA, awesome company, German made tools. I use them all the time. Here's the one that I use the most. They make great, their Torx bit stuff, awesome. Not gonna just, you know, strip out your screws or anything. Great, very well made stuff. Totally support them. Very happy to have them as a sponsor, because there's no need to pretend to like them, because I already love their stuff and I already have a bunch of it. I've been using it since I was in the bike industry. Before I even got into knives, I still used a lot of WIHA stuff. Very cool company. I'm very happy to have them along. I also want to give a little shout out. It's already linked down below. And but Nick Shabazz is doing a giveaway. We're all subscribers to Nick Shabazz. If you're a subscriber to me, I'm sure you watch Nick. He has a really good cause going on right now, and I'm going to pull it up to make sure that I don't get it wrong. He is giving away some amazing knives, Mass Drop, Ferrum Forge Crux, and a Falcon to help domestic violence victims. It's great. All you got to do is donate to your local shelter for domestic violence victims and prove to him that you did it, and he's gonna pull one of those random people and do it. It is amazing. I did it. I've already done it. I've already entered. It's a great cause and really good for the community. I think it looks good for us, because, you know, sometimes knife people give them a side eye. This is us helping domestic violence victims. I think that's a great thing to do. I highly suggest that you enter. You only got to donate $10 and you get an entry. So, yeah, it's an amazing giveaway, and it's for a really great cause. So I'm just going to do something really quick here while I'm chatting to you and try and pull up the chat in another window so I can see it, because my old eyes don't focus that well. So, all right, we're live now. I'm pulling up my own video, and now I can see the chat better. So let's do that. Alrighty. Got that out of the way. Just to give you an idea of stuff that's coming up. Tomorrow I have another EDC update for what I've been carrying for the last month. You guys seem to really like these videos. Sorry, I bumped the tripod there. So there's a lot of knives on there. These aren't a big surprise, but there are a few little surprises that maybe you guys don't know that I actually carry that much. So yeah, tomorrow, look for that. I am going to change the video scheduling a little bit. I was doing one pretty much every day. No, there is no American Lawman this time, but you still got the song. You still got it out of me. Maybe you'll get it again later if you really ask really hard. But no, I've got that coming up tomorrow morning, and now it's going to be more every other day. I have to slow down at some point. I'm pre-recording a lot of these, but, you know, I don't want to run out of knives. Basically, you know, I started this channel over the winter, and I had a lot of time on my hands, and I'm burning through the collection pretty quick. I am in the fortunate position now that I am getting a lot of loaners, so sometimes it'll be every day, but my goal now is to do it every other day, with every day if I have to. And don't worry, Mr. Blower, I'm not going to burn out. I'm not at all tired of doing it. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that I don't want to run out of knives and have nothing to put on, you know? So I'm going to slow down to every other day is the plan. There will occasionally be every day, especially if it's something new and I get my hands on it and I want to be the first one to put it out, I'll put it out. But the plan is every other day. So just to let you guys know, it's going to be every other day. A lot of these videos, the first ones you saw, I need more beer. The first ones you saw, I recorded all. Wow, that is potent. I recorded all of them in this, like that, the break where nothing was going on between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So a lot of the reviews that you saw initially when I was doing every single day, I recorded those in like 3 days. You know, because they're so easy. I mean, for me, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make it sound easy. I'm knocking down my own channel, but compared to reviewing a bicycle that I have to ride 200 miles and then photograph and then write up, this is not hard. So I pump out a few in a day. So that's where most of those came from. Those were most from my own collection. I'm running low, so that's why we're thinking about going to, or why I'm going to go to the every other day thing. Related to that, there's going to be a website. I already bought the URL, sliceydiceyknives.com. I'm getting it built. That is going to be, sometimes I'll do written reviews. I'm not going to do them all the time. I'm not going to do them for every single one because those take a lot longer. But I am going to do a few every now and then. Let me set something here for you guys to look at other than my stupid hands. Here's one of my favorites, and I just had it out to sharpen it. First time I had to really properly sharpen it. I think I did okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So, yeah, so there's going to be, I'm going to do some written ones every now and then. You know, some of you guys, I'm sure if you want to, you may want to know my opinion about a knife, but you don't want to, you may be at work, you can't have the audio playing, so, and I'm a writer. That's one of my day jobs. I'm a writer and a comedian, so we're going to do that. Now, what else do we have coming up the website? Well, let's go to this. I'm going to go back to when we get to the chat, I'll start bringing about the videos that are coming up. But because I know you guys are just want to ask questions about particular knives, so I think it would fit better in there. But here is a second giveaway we have tonight, and this is kind of a weird one. So, all right. I forgot to print out my little concept of it, so I'm going to have to flip it up on the screen. So do not mock my my desk once we get to that point. But I want a logo. And no, you're going to have to work for this giveaway. It's not really a giveaway. This is a cheap pay giveaway, I guess you'd call it. So I want a logo. I don't have a real logo. I've played with some stuff. I'm terrible at Photoshop and all that stuff. I'm not a graphics designer. I want you guys to design me a logo. Here are the only requirements. It's got to have purple in it. I wanted purple for my other business. It didn't look good. It didn't work out. I didn't use the purple. I want purple in it, and I want it just kind of the words and some sort of slash through it. So we're going to make the camera wobble here. This is going to look poor, but this is live YouTube television, everybody. I want something not like that. I want something infinitely better looking than that, but that's kind of my concept. So if you guys make me one and I really like it, you don't have to spend a lot of time. I don't need anything super crazy fancy. Make me a logo. Send it to me at sliceydicy75@gmail.com. My email address is in the links below. And whoever wins, I'm going to give this ZKC D01 Stedman $65 retail knife. Well, $60 street price knife. 440C. It's a big sucker. 4-inch blade. Ball bearings. Super smooth flipper. Pretty cool knife. But yeah, this is what you're going to win if you send me a logo concept that I really love. Even if it needs to be tweaked a bit. If it's one that I really love and that's the one I base it off. So you get this. That's what I'm going to do. You don't have to have a graphic design background, man. T-Mac, I don't have one. So same rules for all of our giveaways. You got to be over 18. You don't have to be in the continental U.S. I will send stuff international. So, all right. So I think we're done with that. Now we're just going to give what the trivia question is. So here's what the trivia question is. Again, this is to win a WIHA Tools package. Some sort of Torx driver set. I'm not sure exactly which one it is yet. This is the trivia question. The answer is available in one of my previous videos. So you can go back and find it. All right. You ready? The trivia question is, what year was the Spyderco Delica 4 introduced? That's the trivia question. What year was the Spyderco Delica 4 introduced? Don't reply right now, because I won't be able to search it later. Wait till the video's over and just post it in the comments below. You have 24 hours, and then I'm just going to pick a random person, and they're going to win a torque set from WIHA. All right? Okay. Let's move on. Now, I think, how far into this are we? 15 minutes. Man, I nailed it. I said 15 to 20. I got 15 minutes. So now this is the fun part. Let's just hang out. If you're drinking a beer, tell me which one. If you're drinking a Coke, you can tell me and I won't look down on you. If you're drinking tea because you're Englandy or whatever, I don't care. That's fine too. And we'll talk about knives. And while we're waiting to get some comments going, I'll start talking about what is coming up. So I said tomorrow's an EDC update. I'm going to do that. Diet Mountain Dew. My son drinks that stuff. I don't know why he drinks Diet. He's like $1.50. Yeah, I will look down on Diet Coke because it's disgusting. It has nothing to do with it being Coke. But yeah, after the EDC update, going to have Benchmade Bug Out full review. I've been carrying this a whole lot. Coffee. Can't go wrong with coffee. I can't drink coffee because it makes me poop. So it's sad. I love coffee. I love the taste of it, but it messes me up. A Rockstar energy drink at, I don't know what time it is where you are, Mount Baldwin, but you're going to be up later. You're at least going to have to pee. Yeah, the full review of the Bug Out. I've been carrying this thing a whole lot, guys. I really do like it. It snuck its way into the EDC updates. Spoiler. I've had it for a couple weeks now, and I've been carrying it a whole lot. What else do we have coming up? I don't have those out here. I have a comparison between the Spyderco Alcyon and the Kaiser Gemini Vanguard. That's going to be on there. I have an ode to Opinel, which I'm very excited about. I did it all Frenchy and ridiculous because I love weird French things. And in the knife world, there's nothing Frencher, is that a word? Frenchier, more French than Opinels. Love my Opinels. Got a video coming up about those. Oh, got a update on my Real Steel, or my Real Steel. Bleh, totally messed up. My Chris Reeves Benza. It's approaching when I would give it its first service. That was a horrible flip open. So Fargo Brewing Wood Chipper. That sounds good. What is that? Is that like a? That sounds like a stout or something. But this will be coming up. I'm going to do its first service. Oh, an IPA. That's an odd name for an IPA. I'm going to tear it down, give it its first service, and document that for you. It's getting there. Not quite. I've been carrying this thing constantly. I've been beating on it as I promised. It's still super, super smooth. Still working great. I did replace some screws because I'm a moron. So I chunked it up. So Sam Adams Boston Lager. That's my beer of choice a lot while I'm traveling because everybody has it and I know it's okay. So that's why I get it. I'm not a domestic mass production beer guy. So sorry about that. Oh, I also have, where did I put it? I don't even know where I put it. I've got a Real Steel Bushcraft folder, which is a big, burly, beefy, overbuilt folding knife. Oh, I know where it is. Then I'm going to be reviewing. My wife and I are taking up camping. Oh, someone asked about fixed blades. This came out with it. I do have a few fixed blades, but they're not really my thing. This is Sog Instinct. They're not really my thing, but I am getting more interested in them because I'm going to be starting to go hiking. So when did you say you wanted the year for the Delica? Oh, what year it was introduced. I said it earlier. So don't reply in this, though. Don't reply in this. Wait till the video is over and then just reply in the comments. So you have 24 hours, so you don't have to do it. You don't have to sit around and wait for this to end. You can do it tomorrow morning or whatever. So, but yeah, I got a review on this coming up. The Real Steel Bushcraft folder. This is a big sucker. This is a whole lot of folder. I can tell you that. Scandi grind, pretty cool. I really like it. but I'm not sure if that's going to become my hiking knife. I'm searching for my hiking knife. There's going to be a whole lot of me searching for my hiking knife. And I asked for some suggestions for some fixed blades the last time I went live for the 500 subscriber giveaway. A lot of you guys gave me really good suggestions. I've been checking those out. I have a couple coming for loaners that I'm going to try out and see if I like them or not. More beer, throat bad. Alrighty, still got a good amount of you on here. What else do you guys want to talk about? I could just spoil my EDC update video, but I don't think I'm going to do that. And this is the other one that was in my pocket today. I had the bug out, and then I had to spend a lot of time in the car. So I busted out this Real Steel Metamorph because it's so much fun to play with. You just sit in the car and have something to fiddle with. This is the very dangerous fidget spinner for adults. It's so slick and so cool and so much fun to play with. Yeah, the guy who asked about fixed blades. Yeah, I can't remember what all of them are. Yeah, EDC. I kind of want like an EDC size fixed blade. I don't want to carry a big giant thing. So, but yeah, I'm looking for something 3.5, 4 inches. Just I'm gonna go. My wife wants to start hiking together, and so I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I should try the Megalodon. You're right. I've been looking. I have a ZT0452, the carbon fiber one coming, and therefore I want the carbon fiber Megalodon to compare it to. So if anybody's got one they want to loan me for a couple days, that's one I would love to have just to compare them. It would be really cool. Bradford Guardian 3 is one that I have coming to try out. So I have one coming just to try it out. It's a friend of mine, it's a loaner, but I am excited to take a look at that. So my favorite knife as of right now, this moment in time, my favorite knife that I own, this is just this moment, is definitely not my favorite knife of all, but the one that's been bringing me immense pleasure in the last few days, because it's winter and I have room to carry it, is this ridiculous Manix 2XL. I don't know why. It's too big. But it's so comfortable in the hand, and right now it's winter, so I got a lot of pockets. So I can just chuck it in my pocket, one of my coat pockets, and it's cool. It's way too big. It's silly. It's stupid, but I really do like it. And I put a chip in the blade the other night because I'm a dumb person. I messed it up. Because of my cat. I wasn't trying to kill my cat. I wanted to, but my cat decided that it discovered that it found a hole in our box spring, and it was climbing into the box spring at night at 4 o'clock in the morning and scratching around inside the box spring and waking us up, and I got tired of it. So the next morning I got under the bed and I cut all that meshy stuff out from underneath the box spring. And whilst doing that, I wasn't paying attention, and I hit a piece of metal pretty hard and took a little nick out of the blade, and it was super easy to get rid of it. You can't even tell it was ever there. So yeah, I really do like it. Yeah, bad cat, bad. You'll probably hear him in a minute because I have the door shut, and he's not a fan of that when I do that. Oh, somebody else asked me another question that yeah, the sheath can make or break a fixed blade. Yep, I think you're right, and that's why I don't like the two that I have. I have the SOG, whatever it was I just showed you, Instinct, and I have a SOG Seal Pup, and I don't like the sheaths on either of them. I'm pretty much not a SOG fan, as you can probably tell by the utter lack of SOGs on this, other than the, I do like the Terminus slip joint, that's all right. But yeah, if anybody wants to loan me the new Megalodon carbon fiber, I would be eternally grateful. I would probably name an animal after you someday. Not a child. We wouldn't go that far, but might name an animal after you. Any other questions you guys got? Let's bump out the most expensive one. So, SOG fans went extinct. What do you think of the work sharpeners? Never tried one. Basically, I mean, I have a workshop outside. I have where I work on all my bikes and all that stuff. But all my knives mostly live up in my office, and I never got a powered sharpener because I didn't want to annoy my family. So I've never gotten one. But they do intrigue me. They don't seem as adjustable as I would prefer. I use the Lansky Turnbox, the Lansky Turnbox, and then I have the Lansky Deluxe guided system, whatever the heck it is. I need to get a better guided system. I'm well aware of that. It's fine, but I want to get a better one. So I'm leaning towards the KME, but I'm not sure. So you got the TS Prof. Yeah, I've heard good things about that too. Luckily, one of my friends who loans me a lot of knives for this channel lives down in New York City, which is only 4.5, 5 hours away. He's a very good sharpener. Does a great job. I believe he has a KME. I'm not sure what he has. But I'm going to go down there and learn how to do it properly sometime, I think. He doesn't know this yet. He's learning this right now. But I'm going to tell him that sometime in the next couple months, I just want to go down there and spend a night and hang out and talk about knives and learn how to properly know what I'm doing. Because right now, I'm learning everything I've learned about sharpening from the YouTubes. Bumped the camera again. That's going to happen when you've got 8.7% alcohol beer and the thing. I'm not drinking nearly enough of this. That's good. 3 Heads Brewing. Oh, it's not good to take 4 swigs at once, though. Ooh, my. A little puckery. It's very powerful stuff. Well, let's spend it. This show's not going to be all about beer, obviously. But what kind of beers do you guys like? What when you do go out and get a nice beer, what do you get? Oh, you picked up a Wicked Edge. Yeah, that's another one on the list. I'm not really I'm so unsure about what to get. Bush Light. Bush Light? I bet you actually do have a Hemi, don't you? I think it would be required. If you drink Bush Light proudly, you have to have a Hemi. I know the 04 Hemi, I thought that was maybe just a name, but I bet you actually have. You probably actually have one now, I do believe. I bet you're a Charger guy. You seem like you have an 04 Charger with a Hemi and a case of Bush Light in the trunk. And I'm just messing with you. I'm saying in very nice things. So, yeah, I used to have it for a while, a few years now. Yeah. So you don't have one anymore. So you just still hang your hat on that. I used to have a Hemi. That's a sad existence. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding, man. No, my sister's drank Miller Lite forever and ever and ever, and every time she comes to visit me, I make fun of her. But a lot of my friends are craft brewers, so I get a lot of stuff like this, like 3 Heads. I love these guys. They sponsor that show that I mentioned, Comedy at the Carlson Cast. I'll mention it again. They sponsor that, so I get it for free. So it's nice. So, well, not free, whatever, for the show. So, recovering alcoholic used to be whiskey though. Yeah, I'm still in denial about my alcoholism, so I can't call myself recovering yet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine. But I'm half Irish, half Scottish, right down the middle, which I always say is a genetically engineered alcoholic. That's how you make one in a lab. So that's where my drinking habits come from. What do you prefer, washers or bearings on your knives? It depends. If it's a knife designed for really hard work like this, I guess I've been told enough that bushings are better that I kind of believe it. They are easier to clean for absolutely certain. But for something just carrying around and playing with, I like bearings. They're more fun. There's no denial that the bearings are usually more fun. You can get some really nice action out of bushings, but not what you get out of the bearings. So I would say, yeah, if it's a hardcore working knife, no problem with bushings, absolutely fine. If it's something that I'm going to just light EDC use and play with, I like the bearings. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I said I would make this last about, I think I said in one post, somebody asked me half an hour, 45 minutes. Oh, I am going to plug, please follow me on Instagram and stuff. I do stuff on Instagram that's not really, I don't pimp every single video on Instagram. I think that's kind of annoying, but I take photos that aren't really even related. I mean, they're always knife related, but they're not related to upcoming videos or anything. So if you want to see some silly knife photos or whatever, I try to be amusing on that, as I do in everything in my life, because it's the only way I get by, is to make people laugh occasionally. So no other questions? Anything else? You guys all looking up the, are you guys all on my other videos looking for the trivia question answer? that may not have been the best of choice how to give stuff away, but it's really weird on YouTube. I like to use the random comment generators, and the random comment generators don't work for the live chat, so it's kind of hard. Ever bang up the edge on open pillar construction knife stuff from my pockets? No, I'm usually only because I'm aware of that being a thing. So I don't put a lot of stuff in my pockets with my knives. I could see that happening, but I don't. If I have anything else in my pocket with my knife, like usually right now, like today I had the bug out in my pocket, and then I had one of a little Spyderco Roadie, so there was no chance of those banging together. What was the clue? The trivia question is, I probably should have asked this multiple times during the show. So the trivia question was, what year was the Spyderco Delica 4 introduced? And once the video is over, reply with your answer, and we got 24 hours to do it. So you guys don't need to be jumping off and searching for trivia answers. It doesn't matter who goes first. I'm going to pick a random one out of all the correct answers. So whoever has that year typed in there, I can randomize it and find it out. More beer. All right, and please, as I said, look at the links down below. Check out WIHA Tools. So grateful they sponsored me out of the gate without really knowing. I did that review or our video about me tearing down a knife, and I talked up WIHA, and they saw it and they loved it. They came to me on Instagram. I asked if I wanted some stuff. I said, yeah. Hey, do you also want to sponsor this weird show? And they said, yeah, cool. So they're going to give us some stuff. So yeah, great. And also check out Comedy at the Carlson Cast. If you like me, you'll like that. It's really cool. Yeah, gotta go. Kids need tending to. All right, see you later, man. Have a good one. I almost said tell your children I said hello, but I don't know them, so that's kind of creepy and a weird thing to say. And also check out Nick Shabazz's latest video, which I linked down below. He has a great cause. Donate $10 minimum to your local shelter for battered women, and you get an entry to win some amazing Ferrum Forge knives. So it's really cool. I like the knife teardown videos. I love to take things apart. I like taking things apart too. I tear down my knives entirely too often, and I should film it more often, but you're not so good at putting them back together. I think I'm actually better at putting them together than taking them apart. I'm the opposite way. When I'm taking them apart, I always seem to be fumbling around, but once I see how things go, I'm not half bad at putting them back together. But taking them apart can be a bit sweary sometimes because I just can't figure out. I try and take out as few screws as possible, and if I wind up having to take out all of them, I get very angry and annoyed. So, yeah. Hello, Doug Glock. I always want to say Doug Block. Doug Block. I love taking apart and making knives. Taking apart and making knives better. You actually make stuff. That's what I always felt that way in the bike industry too. A lot of guys would make bikes, and I don't have the capability of doing that. I very much respect people that do, but I know nothing about forging or any of that crap, so I'm completely incapable of it. But a lot of my friends would be like, oh, I didn't like this bike, so I just built one kind of like it that was better. And I was like, what? That's inconceivable to me. Do I have a secret for taking CRKTs apart? I have the same secret I use for all knives that I take apart. Here's what I do. Here's one that I had a bit of a faff with the other day. What was it? Oh no, it was this, just the bug out. I took the bug out just to see how it worked. And I could tell it had a fair amount of Loctite in it. So a lot of people use a hair dryer, use soldering irons and stuff. That works. But I'm lucky or unlucky, I guess. And my upstairs bathroom has a floor mounted register. I live in a very old house. It was built in the 1840s. And the upstairs heat register is like a blast furnace. It blasts so much heat out of this little vent. That bathroom is always like unbearably hot. So I just set it on that for a while and let it heat up and let it get really, really warm. And then I'm able to get stuff apart. So that's my thing. But a lot of people use hair dryers. A lot of people use soldering irons. I've taken apart CRKTs. I have a couple M16s. I've taken those apart. I never had a problem. They didn't seem to have much Loctite on them at all. But yeah, that's my Loctite removal secret, is set it on this heat register for like an hour and walk away and do something else, and then it gets so hot that they come right off. So no, they loosen the heat just defeats the Loctite. It's the Loctite stuff that they've coated the screws with, Mr. Blower. It's heat defeats that stuff. Heat makes it break down and not work anymore, and then you can actually get the. That's not the technical way that it works, but basically the heat kills it. So then you can get it apart. Picture quality looks great. Thank you. I'm fortunate that I live in a neighborhood where I can get fiber optic internet from a wonderful company called Greenlight, who does not sponsor the show, but I will endorse. If you live in a city that has Greenlight internet, you probably don't. They're a small company. They are amazing, and it is so fast. So, oh, I'm great at assembling bikes. You can, Barry, yeah, you said we're back to bicycles again. I'm sorry, guys. We're going all over. You can send me a frame and a box of parts, and I'll get anything together. I'm a great bike mechanic, but building a frame, I just don't. I don't know how the steel work. I can't weld, all the important things. So, all right. Any last questions before we wrap this thing up? I think this was successful. You guys think it was successful for the first one? I really thought I was going to have something cool to show you and do a mini review, so I do apologize for that. I really thought I was going to have a Wii Valiant, but the mail sucks, so I don't have it. I was supposed to have it on Friday, and then I was supposed to have it on Saturday, and now it says delayed. It's somewhere between Tennessee and my house, but it has not gotten here yet. Zelric, awesome channel. I'll have to add him to the links down below. He's doing a little pass around for us YouTuber guys, and he sent me a Valiant. But yeah. What's my random question close to the night? What's your favorite number? 42. I don't know who. I don't. That's not even a question. Everybody's favorite number should be 42. And someone better. I'm not turning this channel off till somebody knows why I said 42. That's just it. I'm gonna stay live. I don't care if it's midnight. Somebody has to know why I said 42, and whoever says 42 gets the title of my favorite subscriber. But yep, Hitchhikers. There you go, Mr. Blower. There you go. Yep, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, Mr. Blower got it first. Sorry, Pre-Proto, you are you don't get it. So no, not Jackie Robinson. It's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Much more annoying. So, our sweet greetings from Oklahoma. Yeah, that's. I have been to Oklahoma once. I went there TDY when I was in the Air Force for like a day. It wasn't for a long time, so. Take it from a retired DJ. You always do a great job. Thank you. Yeah, I don't. I never DJ. That's one thing in the entertainment industry I never did. I'm a comedian and writer and all that kind of stuff. But that's fine. I was taking off my pants and had to run back to the club, and I was like a second behind him still. All right. I'm sorry that your pants removal interfered with that. So. Flyboys, baby. Yep, I was Air Force for 9 years. Any other Air Force people here? I'm really surprised how many people come around. So, oh, you had baby puke on your pants and you had to take your pants off, and that's why you missed the. All right, that's a fair excuse. I'll let that slide. God, I haven't had baby puke on my pants for at least 13 years. So. 8.5 years in the Air Force. Yeah, I was command and control for 9 years. I was in North Carolina and Florida and a NATO base in Germany. Not the big giant bases in Germany. I was at one of the little tiny NATO ones. So it was a lot of fun. It was great. And I still love Germany. I'm very excited. I'm going back there in April. That's why you've seen a lot of knives like this on this channel. We always bring it back to knives. That's why you see a lot of these little slip joint things and stuff. I've been reviewing a lot of the modern slip joints because they're legal over there, so I always like to have a nice knife with me. So I've been kind of researching which one I want to keep and use as my Europe knife, because I go back to Germany every year for a month. This year my wife gets to go. It's her first time going to Europe. Very excited. Yes, I was at Eglin. I was Command post at Eglin. Not, I don't like Florida, but the base was nice, and the job was cool. It was pretty low key, but yeah, not a big fan of Florida in general. Living there, I'm sorry if you guys live in Florida. It's just not my kind of place. At least the Panhandle. So I do like Central Florida. It's pretty nice. We hang out in what's it by the Withlacoochee bike trail. We used to go down there for like a month a year and stuff, and hung out where all the where all the manatees were and stuff. That was fun. I like that. Those manatees are amazing. Go see the manatees if you ever got a chance, man. They're amazing. It's just like, how is that thing alive? Like, they're so dumb and so slow and so helpless. You're just like, how is that thing alive? Spent 4 years at Tyndall. Yep, right down the street from Eglin. Like, literally right down the street. I always wondered why we had two bases, why they didn't just combine them into one. It always seemed weird they had Tyndall and Eglin. It's like right over there. It's kind of odd. You're going to L.A. in March, so you're going to buy another cold steel at the factory and mail it back to yourself. I loathe LA with the intensity of 1,000 suns. So I've performed at Zanies in Nashville before, actually. No, I have to go there. Obviously, I'm a comedian. I find myself in Los Angeles every now and then, and not often, but every couple of years. And wow, I do not enjoy it. It's not a nice place. It's the driving is insane. I remember I had a gig at the. It's starting to sound like a comedy podcast. I had a gig at the Brea Improv in Brea, which is like a suburb of LA, and I had to get back into LA. The gig ended at 2:00 in the morning. It took me 2 hours to get home. That much traffic at 2:00 in the morning. It is unfathomable to me. That I just want to applaud the citizens for LA for not. I can't believe it's not just like Afghanistan there. I can't believe you guys just don't shoot at each other constantly. Like, I can't. It's ridiculous. It is insane the amount of traffic there. No matter what time of day, night, season, whatever it is, the traffic is insane. And the public transportation sucks to boot. So that's nice. It's my rant against Los Angeles. So New York City I love. I like New York. I can get around New York. It's fine. I can always get from wherever I'm going, and it takes the same amount of time no matter what time of day it is. LA is a total crapshoot as to how long it's going to take to get there. So you live in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota, huh? I like Minnesota, okay. I've been to, well, I mean, I've only been to Minneapolis, but I've been to Minneapolis a couple times, so yeah. But I had a good time while I was there. It's a pretty cool town. I live in upstate New York. In case I didn't mention that, I live in Rochester, New York, which is just the right amount of city for me. It's just big enough that I have everything I need. I can order Thai food without speaking to a human being, which is nice. I can just do it on my phone. It's big enough for that, but it's not so big that I can't get around. I can jump in my car and it's 15 minutes to anywhere I want to go. So I do really, really like that. It's a great town, other than the metric crap ton of snow. So, oh, Mr. Huber, you didn't get the notification. Yeah, I posted something yesterday morning saying I was going to do it. So I'm going to try and make more. That was one of the things I was going to mention on the upcoming stuff. I'm going to try and make more use of this community function. So you'll probably see, I'm probably still going to do Saturday morning just notifications that I'm doing it every other week. So the next one is February 25th at 8 o'clock and Eastern time. And I'm going to post a quick little video like I did last time. And then I'll do a little graphic, to put up on that community thing. So I see the community thing though on my phone. I see it on my phone all the time, but I never notice it on the actual YouTube page. So I'll make sure I do both. But any last questions? We are 45 minutes in here, so can wrap it up anytime now. We are past my goals. So do you ever notice how every flipper open like it looks like a bird at the pivot? Yes, they look like some kind of bird. I would call this one, I don't know. That's kind of puffin looking, I guess. Wouldn't that be the most boring knife video in the world? Just holding up flippers and showing what the, trying to choose which bird it looks like. You know, my oh, love the channel. Thank you, Blue Collar Survival. I like it. That sounds like you actually make videos. I'm sorry if I haven't looked at it. I will check it out though if you do. Reply to this if you actually make videos and stuff, because I that just sounds like the name of a guy that makes videos, so that's why I'm asking. Not much snow in Webster. No, we're doing pretty good here too. It's starting to melt. Mr. Gear Bear is from Webster, which is about 15 minutes from me. So I will check out your channel then, Blue Collar. You know what? I think I have. I think may I have. Yep, that's a sentence that just came out of my mouth. Maybe I have, but I will definitely, if I didn't, as soon as this is over, I will check it out. And I apologize profusely if I didn't. But Mr. Gear Bear is in Webster, 15 minutes from here. So we're gonna meet up sometime in the next couple weeks, right? And compare some knives. Maybe we'll do some swapping or something. It'll be nice. You can watch a friendship bloom here on the YouTubes. It'll be a lot of fun. But what were we talking about? There was something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it up on that thing. I don't know how the community thing works. If it's, I kind of feel like you only see it if you're on your phone, but I don't know. I'm still new to all this, so let's recap stuff before I officially close this thing down. So this is going to be a bi-weekly show. It's just going to be this. I'm going to have some stuff coming out every bi-weekly. Yep, I totally messed myself. Let's do it again. Pretend I never said anything. Brews and Blades every other week, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are going to do giveaways. WIHA's giving me stuff for the next like 3 weeks at least, so we're gonna have a WIHA giveaway the next few weeks. I'm going to show you stuff that's coming up. As I said, tonight I thought I'd be showing you a WI Valiant because it was supposed to be here on Friday. That's a pass around group that I'm in, courtesy of Zelric. Awesome channel, by the way. Check him out. He's the WI service rep for the United States, so he sends WIs to a lot of us. I was supposed to have a WI Valiant, but it's delayed in USPS hell, so who knows when I'm going to get it. Hopefully Monday. But I'll show you a knife. We'll do a little bit. If there's anything important news, I'll do that. I'll tell you what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you how to win the giveaway. If this trivia thing works well, I'm probably going to keep doing the trivia thing. And then we're just going to hang out and chat about knives and beer if that's what you're drinking. So, or soda if that's what you're drinking, whatever. It's going to be fun. Yes, WIHA is the best. Very happy. And yes, and another thing I said today, I've bought the URL. I'm getting the site built. There is going to be, it's sliceyDiceyBlades.com. It's not up yet, but when it's up, I will actually be writing some stuff instead of doing that. And Pre-Proto, who asked me, tell us a joke. That is the most annoying thing you can ask a comedian. That is, like, literally, I know people mean no offense by doing it, but it's always just feels like, dance for me, monkey. That's what it feels like. So I know you meant no harm. I'm not offended, but I'm not gonna. Yes, I am a professional comedian, but I'm not gonna tell you a joke. That's not the way it works. But yeah, I did tell a joke earlier. I did tell a joke from stage. I told the joke. Okay, I'll repeat that one. How about that? We'll meet in the middle. Joke I told earlier was I said I am. Lots of times when I come up on stage, the first thing I'll say is anybody drinking, and drunk people go woo, and they all freak out, and it's cool. And then I say I'm drinking because I'm half Irish, half Scottish, right down the middle. I'm a genetically engineered alcoholic. That's what one of my opening jokes. And then I sometimes I'll say something like right before the show, I was having my usual pre-show drink, which is double shot of bourbon and a beer. And one of my friends said, "Man, you sure do drink a lot." And I replied, "Well, my grandfather drank a lot. He lived to be 88. He said, "Oh, was it because he drank a lot too?" And I said, "No, he knew how to mind his own fucking business." So that's my little opening. I think I might have screwed it up a little bit actually, but that's one of my usual opening jokes. So there, you got a joke out of me. Are you happy now, Pre-Proto? Are you happy? So, all right. Yeah, as a computer tech, you asked me if, yeah, I imagine so. If you say, I work in IT and someone just hands you their phone, It says fix it. You know who I hand my phone to when I need it to be fixed? I've gotten to that age now. I am the stereotypical middle-aged man. I'm only 42, 42, but my son's 18 now, and if my phone isn't working right, I just hand it to my son. I'll be like, this isn't doing the thing that it used to do. Can you make it do the thing again? I've gotten to be that guy, so I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you guys had a good time. I really did. I will definitely do it again. So, what's the difference between a kiss ass and a brown nose depth perception? That's not half bad. I don't do book kind of jokes like that. I usually do longer, like story style jokes. I have a few quick openers, but that's I do appreciate a good story style or a good joke book style joke. Mr. Gear Bear, when I see you in person, I will tell you uh, the best book joke I've ever heard, but I'm not going to say it on this channel. But I have a very filthy, awful book joke that one of my friends heard and uses sometimes, and it's fantastic. So, yep. All right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I think we're going to wrap this up. We're coming up on an hour, so I think everybody had a good time. I hope it was definitely went well enough to do it again. I think the more we do it, the more uh, the more consistent it is. I think that's an important thing for a live video. You have to be consistent. So that's why I made it every other week. Because I know if I made it every week, I'd have to cancel at half the time. So it was pointless. So every other week, I think we'll be able to keep doing it. I will get a better background than this piece of paper taped to a piece of cardboard. But yeah, and we have a sponsor. So it's going to be really good. We're going to keep giving stuff away every week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to answer the trivia question. Again, what year was the Delica 4 introduced? Reply as soon as I close this, reply. You've got 24 hours to reply. And then after 24 hours, I'll randomly pick somebody. And you will win a torque set from WIHA Tools. So have a good one. Very much appreciate you guys hanging out. Talk to you later.